Is the Earth flat or round? It's round. Okay, now let's see. How do we go about proving that? Go to the seashore. Go to a seashore and figure out why you can't, if you live on the East Coast, figure out why you can't see Spain from the East Coast of North America. It looks like you might have a St. Louis hat on. I'm not sure. Just go to the middle of the Mississippi River and look south. Why can't you see the Louisiana? Why can't you see New Orleans? What's the problem there? Well, then climb a tower or go to the top of a hill or a mountain and you'll see a little farther, but you will not see to the other side of the Earth, places we know to exist.
If you want to get creative, use a fisheye lens. It's ultra-wide and will give a spherical effect in your images, allowing you to see everything directly in front, below, above, and to the sides of your camera. And now we understand a fisheye lens. It's ultra-wide and will give a spherical effect in your images. It's ultra-wide and will give a spherical effect in your images.
It's ultra-wide and will give a spherical effect in your images.
That stuff is flat. That stuff is flat. That stuff is flat.
It's still climbing, and you'll start be moving here in a little bit. Let's get a little bit. Release.
If you're scared, walk away. 'Cause there's no need to feel ashamed. Yeah, we all feel the same. Where's your passion? Where's your fighting?
All right, now, the whole earth looking on. I'm going over.
Jumper away. Speed 725. Showing Felix in a stable descent. And Felix is back to run safely. The new world record holder.
So if the moon is approximately 50 feet, I think, 30 to 50 feet from here, this would be, to this scale, a mile away. Show us where the International Space Station is, Hubble, etc.
Okay. So if the Earth were actually this size, the International Space Station would be orbiting about a half an inch above the surface. And that dude who jumped out of a perfectly good balloon, what's his name? Felix Baumgartner. He would have been about 2 millimeters above the surface of this globe. That's his edge of space jump. Now, you know, I don't, it's fine. He wants to, I don't have a problem if he does it, but the honesty of it would greatly diminish what I think people thought he was actually doing. And not only that, they made sure to photograph him standing there with a really wide-angle lens, which curves horizontal lines. Right. So in the photo, you see this curvature of Earth's surface, and he said, wow, he's in space, look at that. No, he's not. At that height, you don't see the curvature of the Earth if you are 2 millimeters above this beach ball. You just don't. That stuff is flat. And then I showed examples of wide-angle lenses curving horizontal. I tweeted that.
You did.
But I don't want to be a spoiled, you know, curmudgeon or anything. I just wanted to put, there's so much to actually be impressed with in the universe. Mm-hmm. I don't want you to be distracted by things that are not. That's all I'm trying to say.
Thousands of years ago, an Egyptian magus, Hermes Trismegistus, put forth his very secret message related to destiny. And this secret message was engraved on the emerald tablet of Thoth. The discovered tablet contained the code that revealed the true meaning of destiny. The code reads something like this: as above, so below. As within, so without. Some kind of riddle, huh? The code reads something like this: as above, so below. The code reads something like this: as above, so below. The code reads something like this: as above, so below. The code reads something like this: as above, so below. The code reads something like this: as above, so below. The code reads something like this: as above, so below. The code reads something like this: as above, so below. As within, so without. Some kind of riddle, huh? Well, this means that your destiny is co-created with an inner force, which is your mind, termed as within and so below in the code. This works in harmony with the outer force above.
Just how deep does the ocean go? If you took the highest point on land and submerged it, you would still have more than a mile between you and the deepest point in the oceans. The oceans harbor 99% of all living space on Earth, and have enough water to fill a bathtub that's 685 miles long on each side. For scale, here's a human, and here's a blue whale, the largest animal on Earth. Blue whales usually hunt at depths of around 330 feet within the well-lit zone of the ocean. Deeper down, at 700 feet, the USS Triton became the first submarine to circumnavigate the Earth in 1960. At 831 feet, we reached the deepest free dive in recorded history. Down here, the pressure is 26 times greater than at the surface, which would crush most human lungs. But whales manage it, diving to a max depth of 1,640 feet where they hunt giant squid. At 2,400 feet, we reach the danger zone for modern nuclear attack submarines. Any deeper, and the submarine's hull would implode. 2,722 feet down is where the tip of the world's tallest building, the Burj Khalifa, would reach. A little farther, at 3,280 feet, we're deep enough that sunlight can't reach us. We've now entered the midnight zone. 3,280 feet, we're deep enough that sunlight can't reach us. We've now entered the midnight zone.
3,280 feet, we're deep enough that sunlight can't reach us. We've now entered the midnight zone.
Many animals down here can't see, like these eyeless shrimp at 7,500 feet who thrive near scalding hot underwater volcanoes. At this depth, temperatures are just a few degrees above freezing, but the waters around hydrothermal vents can heat up to 800 degrees Fahrenheit. 9,816 feet is the deepest any mammal has been recorded swimming, the Cuvier beaked whale. But not even the Cuvier beaked whale could explore the RMS Titanic, which rests at a staggering depth of 12,500 feet. The pressure is now 378 times greater than at the surface. Yet you can still find sea life like the fangtooth, hagfish, and Dumbo octopus, the deepest living octopus on Earth. At 20,000 feet is the Hadal Zone, an area designated for the ocean's deepest trenches, like the Mariana Trench. If you tipped Mount Everest into the Mariana Trench, its summit would reach down to 29,029 feet. That still doesn't compare to the two deepest crewed missions in history. In 2012, director James Cameron descended to 35,756 feet for the Deep Sea Challenger mission. But Cameron didn't quite break the record, which was set by oceanographer Jacques Piccard and Lieutenant Don Walsh in 1960. Piccard and Walsh descended to the lowest point on Earth, Challenger Deep, at a record 35,797 feet below the surface. Since then, scientists have sent half a dozen unmanned submersibles to explore Challenger Deep, including Kaiko, which collected over 350 species off the seafloor between 1995 and 2003. But scientists estimate there are potentially thousands of marine species we have yet to discover. Humans have explored an estimated 5 to 10% of Earth's oceans. We've only just begun to understand the deep, dark world that flows beneath us.
fine, Plankton. Maybe we should ask this guy for directions. Excuse me, sir? Can you tell us when we are?
Who dares disturb the one who watches? The one who watches. The one who watches.
The one who watches? Your name is the one who watches?
No, my true name is Bubbles. It is my ancient dolphin.
So, what's a dolphin doing out here in the middle of space?
My kind have been watching and protecting the galaxy for 10,000 years.
Oh, so you're the one keeping the meteors from hitting us.
Yes, I am. And I could really do with a potty break. Would you mind keeping an eye on things?
Sure thing, but what am I keeping my eye on?
What are you doing?
I'm watching. I'm watching.
We don't even know what we're watching for.
Maybe we should split up the workload. You watch the one with the big red eye, and I'll watch the one with the ringy thingies. Like a team.
Okay, mine's moving.
Mine too.
No, this doesn't seem right. Should we call Bubbles?
Let's give him a minute. He's been holding it for 10,000 years.
Cannot shake centuries to build.
I have in my possession a secret map made in Germany by Hitler's government, by the planners of the New World Order.
Like breathing was easy.
And by that time we were bombing in Afghanistan. I said, are we still going to war with Iraq? And he said, oh, it's worse than that. It describes how we're going to take out 7 countries in 5 years. 7 countries in 5 years.
By the phone, cause I'm missing, I want you home. I take it like a tragedy. Love's got the best of me this time. But sugar, I'm so glad to see that you are well and fine. Oh, after the rain, flowers bloom. Reminds me of when it was us two. Play not knowing what we'll lose. Flowers and memories of you. After the rain, flowers bloom. Reminds me of when it was us two. Play not knowing what we'll lose. Flowers and memories of you. Love is blind. A promise is comfort to a fool. I admit my lies. Say one thing but turn round and do two. Mother of the earth, I can't believe my selfish ways. Me go and do my dirt and not believe that you would stray. Oh, a hustler never get to live as long. A player when he's older, he'll be alone. Now I sit by the phone, cause I'm missing, I want you home. I take it like a tragedy. Love got the best of me this time. But lady, I'm so glad to see that you are well and fine. Oh, they say you love me, lose it and learn the hard way. The one to play with fire, you must respect the burn. Like old school tequila shots, respect the worm. Like a doorknob, trust you'll get your turn. What goes around must come around in time. What goes up must come down in time. What goes fast must slow down in time. Even a laugh must frown in time. Still stressing out the loss, it's like you had it all. And this problem can't be solved by no alcohol. Trying to act all hard like you ain't sad at all. That's some treasure for the next if it was trash to y'all. After the pain, in due time, you'll get low. After the rain and some sunflowers gon' grow. After the pain, in due time, you'll get low. After the rain and some sunflowers gon' grow. After the rain, flowers bloom. Reminds me of when it was us two. Play not knowing what we'll lose. Flowers and memories of you. I miss your smile, I miss your little sexy style. It ain't that I did you foul. I miss how you love me, wow. Girl, pick up the phone and dial. Oh, how it hurts to see we were the best of friends. And mommy, what's worse is I ain't know this thing would end. Oh, although I don't wanna leave you alone, it's probably be best for me to go. But still I sit by the phone, cause I'm missing, I want you home. Take it like a tragedy. Love's got the best of me this time. But lady, I'm so glad to see that you are well and fine. Oh, after the rain, flowers bloom. Reminds me of when it was us two. Play not knowing what we'll lose. Flowers and memories of you. After the rain, flowers bloom. Reminds me of when it was us two. Play not knowing what we'll lose. Flowers and memories of you.
a lovely thing to do, actually.
It is.
Now, on last night's programme, we hope you'll remember, but we briefly featured some breathtaking images of the Earth's stratosphere, and they were captured by physics students from the University of Leicester who were using a high-altitude weather balloon.
And indeed, they captured the attention of many of you, our viewers. So as requested, here's another little look at the Earth from on high. Now, the students' unmanned balloon and onboard equipment reached an altitude of more than 23 kilometres. The flight lasted just over an hour and a half. The students say they're relieved the balloon and its contents returned to Earth undamaged. They're now busy assessing the information that it captured.
We got all the electronics we proved worked at that altitude. We got the cameras working, all the telemetry. We got pressure data. And some lovely footage, and also a stepping stone to progress to the next flight.
Absolutely brilliant. Kay did mention last night that she would have liked to have gone up in it, but
yeah,
there is a reason it was unmanned. It was a little bit chilly. 23 kilometres up, the ambient temperature is apparently around minus 56 degrees Celsius.
And coming down would have been a bit scary. The payload hit 100 miles an hour as it plummeted back to Earth. So she's had a lucky escape, really.
I think she has. She may be rethinking that one. So now...
The world's a stage, and you're living basically in a big sound stage, and nobody figured it out until about 1956.
Part of the NASA conspiracy. You've all been lying to us for decades. The Earth is flat.
There we go. This is a great picture of the UK.
We born unknowing, are we born knowing all? We growing wiser, are we just growing tall?
The Earth was flat, if you went too far, you would fall off. Now the Earth is rolling, the shape change again, everybody would have start laugh. The average man can't prove up most of the things that he chooses to speak of, and still go research and find out the root of the truth that you seek of. Scholars teach in universities and claim that they're smart.
The law of gravity was discovered by Sir Isaac Newton in 1687. That's almost 200 years ago, Uncle Evan.
But there is only one law. The law of God.
What is gravity?
You have no idea. Okay, next question.
Wow.
No, here's the difference. We can describe gravity. We can say what it does to other things. We can measure it, predict with it. But when you start asking, like, what it is, I don't know. I've been lied to by textbooks, and that dude who jumped out of a perfectly good balloon, what's his name? Felix Baumgartner. He would have been about 2 millimeters above the surface of this globe. That's his edge of space jump. Now, you know, I don't, it's fine. He wants to, I don't have a problem if he does it, but the honesty of it would greatly diminish what I think people thought he was actually doing. And not only that, they made sure to photograph him standing there with a really wide-angle lens, which curves horizontal lines. Right. So in the photo, you see this curvature of Earth's surface, and he said, wow, he's in space, look at that. No, he's not. At that height, you don't see the curvature of the Earth if you are 2 millimeters above this beach ball. You just don't. That stuff is flat. That stuff is flat. That stuff is flat. You've been lied to by textbooks.
The question is, through your career and your writing and your acting, you've inspired so many people to enter the sciences. How do you balance science with science fiction?
They're both the same. Science and science fiction are essentially the same.
Thank you very much.
Mission Control, I've got some news for you. It's gonna shock you, so you better sit down. Listen very carefully. The Earth is flat, gentlemen.
A man who knows about the atmosphere.
I can't say I've been to space. I went up in a Russian MiG fighter jet to the edge of the Earth's atmosphere.
How high was that? Do you know?
Oh, I fucking forget. Shit. I fucking forget. But it wasn't that much higher than you know.
So a normal flight is like, what, 30,000? And then... Well, it's like, I've heard they go higher, right? They can go up to like 35,000 for a commercial flight.
I want to say that it might have been like not much more than 50,000, but I can't back that up. I don't remember. But it was shockingly less than you would imagine.
Oh, that's you.
Yeah,
oh,
there
wow.
I
You
am,
made a video
dude.
of it?
Uh-huh.
Does
Fuck
it
yeah,
show
it was
that it
for
goes...
Wild Boys.
Oh, no shit. Oh,
Yeah,
my
now
God.
they-
Look, it's going straight up.
Right,
oh, my God.
They used a lot of stock footage, but at the same time, on the way down, this motherfucker did twirls and fuck. It was like the gnarliest roller coaster ride ever. And this is me filming myself. Like, look at that, dude.
Oh, my God.
It's like it's fucking night up there.
Wow, that's
And
incredible.
that shows, for anybody who wants to say that the fucking world is flat, that's fucking proof, motherfuckers.
Well, you can see the curvature of the Earth. Wow,
Yeah.
that's nuts.